Well, I'm down here on the islands over by Asylum Bay. I got the lighthouse right in front of me. I'm walking down there. I just got done doing a flight, but I do have to go over some housekeeping stuff with you guys today, and it is important, so let's get on with that. It has to get done. It has to get out of the way. I'm going to emphasize a couple things here. One, it is your responsibility to make sure the ice is safe, not mine. I'm merely showing you what the ice conditions look like from up above. Once you decide to go on the ice, that's up to you. Not trying to be hard about this, but I want to make sure everyone knows that. I am not telling you that the ice is safe or isn't safe. I'm merely showing you what the ice conditions look like. So with that in mind, I now have warnings on the top and the bottom, the left and the right, to tell you that is, you've got to make these decisions, in that no ice is ever 100% safe ice. There is safer ice, but not 100% safe ice. There's also down in the show notes, if you follow this over to YouTube, you can also see on the show notes that I have a playlist from various people showing you how to use a spud bar and some other ice safety stuff. It's their information, not mine. So just go with what it says or don't go with what it says. But just please remember, it's your responsibility to go out on the ice or not. Check the local conditions. They change regularly. Make a plan. Do all the recommended safety stuff that the government agencies tell you prior to going on the ice. All right, let's get on with that ice report. Thanks for bearing with me there, folks. Enjoy your time in the outdoors. That elevator music means it's time for ice safety. If it is more than 4 inches, you are safe to go on the ice. If it's less than 4 inches, only bobcats. 5 inches, a grizzly bear can go out there, but be bear aware. 6 inches, a figure skating Bigfoot can go on the ice. 7 inches, an ATV or a snowmobile. At 10 inches, a small car or large UTV. At 11 inches, some sort of red dinosaur. If you know how to pronounce that, put it in the comments. At 12 inches, you are safe to have a pickup truck or an SUV on the ice. Now let's get to those drone ice conditions. Garlic Island is up to the upper right where you just see that arrow pop in right now. The DNR Fisheries Station is down to your lower left. Remember, I did not actually go out on the ice. This is only what I see from the drone. If you're going to go on the ice, that is 100% your choice and your decision. As we're looking into Asylum Bay here on Lake Winnebago, there are a few people out there with shacks. It was pretty cold out there today when I did this flight. And that is the water tower with Lake Butte-Timor way off in the distance there. We're starting to swing to the southwest right now. That would be the city of Oshkosh off in the distance. And we're starting to look south in just a moment there. We're looking south right now, everyone. And as you can see, there's some cracks forming in kind of the normal places, people pushing kind of up to the cracks. If you're going to cross those cracks, use caution as normal. Again, I did not go out on the ice. This is only what I see from the drone. So as we're looking east here, you can just make out that east shore of Lake Winnebago over there. There's Garlic Island coming back into view. All right, now we drop down in height from about 375 feet. Now we're down to about 125 feet. I can actually go a little bit lower when conditions are a little better, but again, a viewer asked me to do a lower flight so you can actually see the ice conditions and how the ice is forming a little better. Now, this does take up a lot more time for me to do this, mainly in editing. The flight part is only another minute or so, but it does take a little bit. I'm not going to put the arrows on here when I'm doing these lower views at a lower altitude, because you shouldn't already know what we're looking at, because we just went over that. So just take a look at these when you see them. If you want, you can actually slow it down within YouTube and just move the slider back and forth with your finger or your mouse, and you can actually slow it down and really get a look at it. But there is ice out there. Again, I did not go out on the ice. This is only what I saw from the drone. I did talk to a few people out there fishing when they were coming off at Asylum Bay. It's not Asylum Island. Asylum Bay when I was out there, and it was pretty good. Now, through the magic of editing, here we are over at the county launch at Black Wolf. It's a little bit later in the day. I actually got a haircut and then went down there to fly down in this area. I had the day off today, which was nice. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start looking to the north. So there we are looking to the north again. This is down at the county launch off Black Wolf. We're again about 300 feet, now about 375 feet up right now. We're starting to look to the west. On Winnebago, we're generally going to kind of look to the west. There's the county launch right now. We're going to be panning down towards the southwest in just a moment, down towards Wentz. And it should be coming into view in just a little bit. Wentz is down in this area coming up. And we're starting to look towards Fond du Lac down there in the distance. There's those islands where everyone does the duck hunting. This area looks like it has less cracks, but there are still some cracks forming out there. Now, main crack lines, you're going to want to check out some other videos and some other people to find those main crack lines. Again, I did not go on the ice. This is only what I see from the drone. I'll say that again. This is only what I see from the drone. The directions are kind of, basic. They're not exact. So just keep that in mind also. We're facing north again. We're dropping down in elevation so we get a look at that ice a little bit closer. It's really blowing out there. You can just see that snow just whipping across. Again, we're looking to the north right here, and we're just going to do that same exact pan that we just did. I kind of find it cool looking at that the snow blowing across the ice from this elevation. This is, again, about 125 feet. As it is a calmer day, I can actually get a flight lower, down farther. But I need the safety margin of error, that safety margin with that height that's involved here. So just keep that in mind. So you might be, I might get down to about 50 feet, 75 feet. But as I get lower, you're not going to see as far. Keep that in mind also. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a flight about out to the legal limit, little less than that, from where I can actually see the drone. I do have a strobe on it, so it's visible to everyone. It's a FAA legal strobe on there, so we're trying to keep everyone safe that way too. But we're going to take a flight out and actually look at some more conditions. I'm going to throw some music on, and you guys can enjoy that. So this is the end of me talking. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your time in the outdoors.